Bakovia used to be a star among cities. Historic, wealthy, and bustling with new businesses. That star's been dying for a while. Crime's on the rise, and with war brewing and the government tightening their grip, it's no surprise we're restless. Police might be keeping people safe, but there's only so much we can do about the seedy underbelly. With a prohibition, lawbreakers, criminals, and your everyday civilians are all forced into the same watering holes. Usually, it'd be my job to bust this place. But, maybe we can help one another. This place is more useful open. Especially when I have someone a lot more dangerous to catch than a few drunks. Ah, it looks like your first customers are arriving. Let's see if you can loosen their tongues. I'll be waiting, bartender. Don't let me down.
Hey folks, rinimt here, and welcome to Best Served Cold. This is the demo, and anything we want to play with in the menu. Turn down effects, maybe. And music UI, autosave, and oh, I can turn up the text size. We are going to turn up the text size. Thank you. All right, let's go. Best Served Cold. Thank you to the publisher for reaching out to me and offering the demo to play. So let's go. Apparently it pauses music if I tab out. I just learned that. Okay, maybe turn that master volume back down a bit. A little loud now. It's always hard to say, you know? Case 0, the last drop. Monday. Settings. Okay, master. We will turn you back down. The hazy overhead lights in your speakeasy buzz to life as the bookshop above you closes for the day. The bookshop owner and your landlord. Okay, we can also turn down the font size, I guess. So it is a little large now. Normal size is a little small, but okay. The bookshop owner and your landlord, Vincent Fleur, takes a seat at the bar and begins mumbling to himself. Oh, what a day. Sarin Literature's provenance bound in leather, but to my customers, my books may as well be doorstops. Everything all right? Clearly not. If I ordered the cart of fools and received just one of my customers, I would have gotten my money's worth. Well, we both know why I'm here. I need a drink, so dazzle me. What would you like? This evening... Some days your customers will be in a bad mood. This can also be caused by serving them a ruined drink or by choosing dialogue options that upset or anger them. That button's a little small. When the customer is in a bad mood, it is shown here in the bottom left. Thankfully, why is it moving? Thankfully, serving a customer their favorite drink will lift their spirits and cure their bad mood. Bah! Press the serve button in the bottom right to start making Vincent a drink. Customers will usually avoid discussing unpleasant topics when in a bad mood. You'll have to cure it before you can interrogate them. In some rare cases, though, a client must be in a bad mood before they will open up. In these situations, you can mess up their drink on purpose to bring down their mood. As you get to know your clients better, make sure to learn what their favorite drink is. You can always ask them what they'd like to get a hint. He will turn. Yeah, we'll just go back to normal font size. All right, cool. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Vincent perks up. Let's see if we can cheer you up. Huh, that's the spirit. Let's just, I don't know. Oh. Vincent loves the Eastern Ruby, and we want to lift his spirits and cure his bad mood. So let's select the Eastern Ruby in the list to start making his favorite cocktail. To successfully mix a drink, you'll need to add all the necessary ingredients to the shaker by passing them through with the arrow, following along the lines in the direction it is pointing. Once you start following the path, you will need to keep up the pace as a red arrow will start following you. Make sure it doesn't catch up with you before you reach the end of the path, or the drink will be ruined. What? Do you mind? I was literally at the end. I thought it was fine. It was like a pixel off. Perfect mix. I assume it wouldn't give me a retry if this wasn't a tutorial. Well done. Vincent is no longer in a bad mood, and he's even gained more affection towards you. The more a customer likes a certain drink you give them, the more their affection towards you increases. Their favorite drink will reward the most affection. Customers will not appreciate being served a bad drink. If you fail to properly mix a cocktail, customers will be displeased, and you will lose all but one action for the remainder of the conversation. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. When I was looking for a bartender to run this place, I hoped for someone as good as you, but didn't expect it. Especially with your background. This place could have become naught but cloudy moonshine and rough customers, yet you are already proving to me to be more than that. Supply lines for alcohol are fraught, so you'll have to adapt your drinks menu to circumstance. But a recent shipment of vodka from Rosalka came into my possession, and as such, some old classic cocktails are on the menu once more. Sorry, when I hear Rosalka, all I think of is the F-14 hunt mark. Lucky me, I suppose. Anything else? Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. A friendly warning, perhaps? My favorite gentleman's club is abuzz with chat about a crackdown on speakeasies. Okay, can I, I don't want to turn... There's no option for text, is there? Effects, we'll turn it down. Just the typing noise just bugs me, and there's no option to turn that off, so... My feedback so far is make a separate sound option to turn off the talkie noises if it's not going to be voiced as a separate thing. My companions have warned me that the local constabulary is looking to make an example of the flagrant lawbreakers. Lawbreakers. I suppose that's what we are now. We've opened the bar during a prohibition, even if that prohibition is ridiculous. Law is the law, but what's legal and what's right are not always the same thing. The people of Sara should not exchange freedom for safety. Also, maybe just if there's gonna be a thing to adjust text size, make it adjust the UI too, or a UI size option. I get a lot of it's probably baked. Also, the fact that tutorial menu jumps everywhere and it's hard to click the little button. What if we get raided? It's unlikely they would just target my establishment, and I have friends in the constabulary. But you should take precautions nonetheless. Try not to irritate anyone who might incriminate us, and don't compromise on drink quality. I imagine both speakeasies are brought down by dissatisfied customers with loose tongues. I'll be careful. Good, you see, there's a reason I bring all this up. Vincent reaches into his inner coat pocket and pulls out a folded newspaper. Also, option have text speed. Just text speed. Including an instant option. He spreads it on the bar top so you can read the headline. Heading: Speakeasy guest found dead. In the early hours of the morning, the body of an as of yet unidentified young woman was found in an alley off the Bukovi Boulevard. Bukovi police has since released a statement confirming that the crime took place outside the speakeasy and that the proprietors, as well as several guests, have been detained for questioning. This murder is almost certainly the latest in the string of crimes committed on and around this boulevard by the so-called Bukovi killer. Citizens are urged not to attend these illegal establishments for their own safety and to inform local law enforcement if they suspect any illegal activity is taking place. Don't get too bothered by this little tittle-tattle. Certain these murders are fabricated by puritanical bureaucrats on the city council. Fabricated? I believe so, yes. With the prohibition in full force, perhaps the politicians created the serial killer boogeyman to keep people out of speakeasies. Just like the old fairy tales about demons in the woods, the claws of the Strigoi snatching the unwary and pulling them into the darkness. He takes a long sip of his drink and sets it down on the table, his fingers nervously rattling on the glass. A murder at a speakeasy doesn't mean visiting one is dangerous, but I wonder if those who indulge in tabloid rumors can grasp that fact. I imagine the authorities would be paying closer attention to venues like ours. They think we offer a safe haven to vagabonds and scoundrels, but all we want is to kindle the dying flames of conversation. Imagine their surprise when they see the depth and breadth of fine gentlemen and ladies who will frequent our establishment. But heed my words, friend. Be on your guard. I will. We're in Bukovi Boulevard, so the locals are a mixed bag. Consider customers carefully. My friends especially are people of culture and arts. There's no doubt in my mind that some shady characters will show up, but I'd imagine most will be harmless. I hope so anyway. A mix of high and low society makes for a good blend. Honey and lemon, wine and cheese, crackers, that sort of thing. Jokes aside, do be careful, bartender. I've invested a lot of money in this place, and while it's yours to use, I don't expect to be sweeping up eyeballs and teeth at the end of the night. Understood. One more thing, we both know this is your last chance. I went on a limb to give you this opportunity. I've turned a blind eye to your past troubles. Make sure those troubles stay in the past, and you keep your nose clean. I'll get it. If you follow my rules, you'll be under my protection, and I promise I'll keep you safe. One hand washes the other. Have a deal. Good, good. Thanks you for the libations. I should return home. I hope business goes well tonight. Huh. Got an UI. Master a little bit. Okay. UI sound does not seem to affect this. I have work to get on with. Alright, I can take a hint. Aw. Alright. I made him mad. Every day we'll bring a different group of customers to your speakeasy. It's a big place, so look left and right to check for any customers seated on the edges of the room. You can click on a customer to call them over for a chat at the bar. Let's try out this mysterious woman in the back. The woman takes a seat, looking exhausted. She squints at you like she can't decide if you're a friend or foe. Rough day. You have no idea. Although you're on your feet all day serving people with too much money, so maybe you have some idea? Rundown Heights is fully booked, so me and everyone else in the laundry service are run off our feet. There's nothing like changing hotel bed sheets during a spice trader symposium. Do you know how frustrating it is to have a fat, bald old man explain the logistics of a spice trading company and how it made him rich? And he's doing that while you change his sweaty bed sheets? I can guess. Sometimes I push my face into a pillow and scream so loud I feel like I'm gonna crack the walls, but then I stop and nothing has changed. Sounds like you need a drink. Yes, something that feels like being slapped in the face with a slice of lemon. A slice of lemon wrapped around a cricket bat. I trust your judgment. What flavor do you like? Right now, I'm craving something spiced. Trust your judgment. Lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. One drink coming up. I'm so excited! There are several indicators to the right of each cocktail that provide more information about the drink in question, including whether or not your customer likes it or not. A question mark means you don't yet know how they feel about this cocktail, while a star means it's their favorite. Customers will also have drinks that they like and ones that they feel neutral about. This information gets updated every time you serve a customer a new drink. Serving liked and favorite drinks will improve your relationship with the customer faster than a neutral one. The little carpet indicates the smoothness of the drink, which determines how long a customer is willing to stay and talk after being served. In other words, how many actions you will be able to take during the following dialogue. Every new topic you discuss will cost you 1 action. Once the action counter runs out, the customers will leave the conversation and enjoy the rest of their evening. Customers can only be talked to once a day, so don't forget to serve them a drink whenever you do. Meanwhile, the alcohol percentage shows how alcoholic a drink is. The higher the percentage, the more intoxicated the customer will get. Some questions will require a certain level of intoxication to loosen the customer's lips, but be careful. A customer that becomes inebriated will go home. Alcohol tolerance will vary from customer to customer. Now you know the power the bartender holds. The better your drink fits the customer's taste, the more affection you will receive. It also will affect the customer's mood as well as how talkative they will be when you serve them. Now let's make her a drink, shall we? Alright, we're making the copper bullet, I guess. Okay, cool. Is he gonna like take a moment to like figure out where to go? I'm assuming some might be tougher later, but I don't know. Like that. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. After a long shift, my brain is buzzing. I can't just go home with all this fuzz in my head. When the Prohibition closed the bars and clubs, everything else got more expensive. An opera ticket cost a month's rent. With everything being so busy. Why is it so busy? Well, there's a Spice Merchant Symposium, but there's some big show going on as well. Everyone's wearing their fanciest threads. The women in those sparkly dresses and their heeled shoes. Looks like torture to me. Me too. At the hotel, I only see the clothes lying on the floor, stained with peppercorn sauce, coffee, nicotine, and worse. At least the folk going to the shows are clean. I guess I clean up fewer wine stains now, so maybe the Prohibition isn't all bad. She downs her drink, wiping her mouth for any spills. Woo! Feeling better, she closed her eyes and let out a long, comfortable sigh. Yeah, I'm good. That really hit the spot. This watering hole is new, right? That weird old guy put me on to this place. The nightcap just opened, yes. The nightcap, huh? Funny name. Oh, I'm Clara, by the way. Mind if I just call you bartender? You don't seem too prissy about the type of customers you get. Rundown Heights has 3 hotel bars, but I didn't fit in at any of them, even when they served booze. The staff bar was all drunken bellhops, and the mid-bar was full of posers, and the Spire Lounge would charge me a fortune for just looking at the drinks menu. This place feels more varied in its clientele. You got all sorts in here. We're all equal when we walk through these doors. Her smile is warm and she nods a little, like she just made up her mind about you. I can get on board with that. Good. Well, I should be heading back. I've got our T2 sparring class and a shift tomorrow, and if I don't get good sleep, both of those are going to beat the stuffing out of me. Take care. Now everyone has been spoken to, let's end the day by using the bell. Click the bell on the counter to signal all customers to leave and head home. It also is to end the day early when we don't feel like speaking to all customers. Isn't there like a left or right? Oh, fast. Okay, I'm like, this feels really slow to move. Okay. Tuesday. A new customer takes a seat at the bar. He takes a slow look around the room and then at you. He glances back at the entrance a few times like he expects someone to sneak in after him. The man doesn't hesitate to tap the bar, demanding the attention you're already giving him. What can I get you? How does this place work? Just like a regular bar? No butlers or whatever? I just want a drink. Anything in particular? I don't care. You choose. How does this place work? Just want a drink. Lift the clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Ready to serve. Thank you. Alright. He just kind of wants anything. This is everything. Let's try this mint punch. Whoa. Punch. give it a shot. Mint punch. Not bad. Not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. You have probably guessed that I'm here for more than a drink. We have business. Business? He sets down today's newspaper, but rather than turning it as Vincent did yesterday, he instead lets the heavy pages land with a thud. The headline reads, latest Bukovi Boulevard victim identified. In a statement to the press this morning, Bukovi police finally released the name of the latest victim in a string of murders by a so-called Bukovi killer. The body of 24-year-old Natalia Reed, a native of Sarin and lifeline resident of Bukovi, was found yesterday in the unnamed alley off Bukovi Boulevard at 6 in the morning by a local resident heading out for work. Police have since confirmed that the crime took place outside a speakeasy known as The Last Drop, which the victim, a junior accountant, was known to frequent in her time off to drink and gamble. The illegal business has since been shut down, resulting in several arrests. Police Commissioner Aldea urges the public to be careful and to come forward with any information that may aid the police in their ongoing investigation as the perpetrator remains at large. Natalia Reed's family has declined to comment. Her employer, Mark Weaver, says only that he assumed she was just late again. Have you encountered anyone acting strangely at the establishment? Not really. I doubt that. None. Really? There's a lot of unusual behavior around right now. Did you read the news yesterday? Speakeasy guests found bad. And since you just served me alcohol, that would make this place... Speakeasy? Exactly. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a police badge. His name reads Constable Hugo Martins. He waits a moment to make sure you understand the gravity of the situation. I'm investigating a series of murders that took place outside established speakeasies. You're gonna shut us down. Speakeasies are, at the moment, one of the only leads I have. I may never say this again, but your business needs to stay open. Killers using locations like yours, so one of your patrons could be a killer. And you need my help. You'll be helping yourself. If your clientele keeps getting murdered, well, that's not great for business. For a time, your establishment has protection from me and the rest of the constabulary. The place is no longer a bar. It's a hunting ground where I will catch a killer with your help. Your first assignment is to interview these drunkards and find out if any of them frequented that speakeasy where we found Natalia Reed. Do that, and I might just extend your time a bit longer so we can figure out who's behind all this. I'm guessing there's no opt-out. He shakes his head softly, then pulls the badge from the table and places it back into his inside pocket. I did my homework. I know who you are. Just think of it this way. As a reformed citizen, you should be more than happy to help out. I understand. You might not be too fond of the constabulary, but you have to be realistic. Right now, we want the same thing. I'll do it. Good. Any questions? Why should I help you? Because I can ruin you with a single radio phone call. So here's what you're going to do. You'll interrogate everyone at your bar and ask the right questions. Get to know them. Make them willing to talk. A glass of alcohol might loosen their lips. Suggest you keep track of your findings in a notebook or something. I see you also have an unused pinboard in the room behind you. Detectives at the station like to use those to keep their minds organized. Visualizing connections makes them easier to understand. I'll give it a try after my shift. Good. Any questions? What was my first task again? Give me a solid lead on the people in this establishment who were present at the same speakeasy where Natalia Reed was found. As a former criminal, I'm sure you know ways to making people talk. There's no doubt in my mind that your less savory connections might know more. Once you prove you're capable of collecting this information, I'll accept I'm not wasting my time. From there, I can divulge a bit more about the case. See what I can do. Let's move on. You're part of this now. Time is short and I expect something from you soon. Speaking with customers will provide you with clues about the current case. These clues can be reviewed in the notebook at any time. It's moving. Using the show clue button lets you present a clue from your notebook to the customer you're currently talking to, letting you ask them for more information or confront them with evidence. Presenting clues to customers is crucial to uncovering new evidence to solve your case. Alpha customers may be able to spot lies, provide new information, or provide an alibi. But be careful, showing certain people confrontational evidence may just affect their mood. This case is the highest priority, and you're on the clock. If we don't have the killer in 2 weeks, this kid's kicked upstairs to the Confederated Force. If that happens, my career is in tatters, and your bar is finished. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. 2 weeks to prove we are not children playing detectives. 2 weeks to save our careers and our reputation. 2 weeks to make our streets safe and save some lives while we're at it. No pressure, though. Peter Wagner enters your bar. You recognize him by the scar on his cheek. It's been a while and you don't quite know if you're ready to see him again. Takes a seat, looking you in the eye. You can't quite tell if he recognizes you. You hope he doesn't. Welcome to the nightcap. Creative location for a speakeasy. The fielder looking for old bars opening up again, not basements owned by bookworms. Make me a real drink so I can forget all the weak cat piss they serve within the stacks. Memory serves he makes a good cocktail, though usually a bit sweet for my taste. It's me, Peter. Every day! Was crying myself to sleep on the pillow soaked through with tears. You feel the same, I imagine. Sure. Raises his eyebrows and shoves a few coins your way. Let's see how this new job of yours is working out, eh? Any flavor I can work in there that you like? Going all sweet on me now. Well, I like a hint of coffee to go with my drink. See how this new job of yours is working out. Alright. Peter leans low and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. Do I can remember what you like. Let's see indeed. Alright. This has coffee. This also has coffee. That's sugar though. Sugar sweet. I feel like he wanted something with coffee, it sounded like. But everything else is too sweet for him. So let's do this cold winter. Maybe we're really going at it. That little chaser feels like pointless. Perfect mix. This career shift is starting to make sense. You have talent. Notebook updated. Peter Wagner. Sir, bartender now. Well, that's an odd one, but if you want to pull a curtain over your past, I'll go along with it. Here is a criminal. More specifically, he's an enforcer of the feared crime lord Carla. As long as you don't owe money, insult him, or spill his drink, you should be fine. Strange how that face with the frightening scar can light up a room when he smiles, though it doesn't happen often. How can someone so dangerous be so charming? Thanks. Your rival speakeasies ain't too appealing. I can see why you're getting busier. The other places either turn away anyone without a duchy, or they hose the blood off the dance floor each night. Last drop was the only one I could appreciate, but I got shut down a few days ago. And what's your job these days? My collar is blue and I work my hands a lot. Some of the other fellows in my line of work have a bit too much fun for my taste. Don't like your colleagues? I reckon my job ain't good or bad. It's neutral. Cause and effect and all that. What I do is a natural result of the system we all live in and the deals people make. It's neutral. I take no responsibility for what happens to the folk that I collect from. They knew the deal they was getting when they took the money. But even though I don't feel bad for them, that don't mean I don't want to go drinking with gorillas like me who laugh about smashing open some indebted shopkeeper's skull. Takes a final long sip of his drink and sets the empty cup down on the table. You're not a complete monster. I'm just Peter, and I play my part without prejudice or pleasure. Like I said, cause and effect, and now if you'll excuse me, this drink hasn't had an effect on me and I need to take care of that. Sure thing. Alright, so there's someone there. Got two people here? Hi. An obscenely glamorous woman wipes the stool clean before gingerly sitting on it. For a moment, she checks her lipstick in the pocket mirror before readjusting her collar. She leans forward to meet your gaze. Welcome. It's certainly cushy down here. To think this grand a place below a bookstore. How very Vincent. You know Vincent? Yes, he's the man who invited me. He's probably mentioned I'd be showing up. He's quite the fan. Her nails tap rhythmically to some invisible music. You can't tell if she's waiting for you to say something in particular. Vincent hasn't mentioned you. No, he must have. Carmine, Olivia. There's some kind of list I'm on a VIP kind of affair. I'm an actress / singer / radio host. If you haven't heard of me, you've certainly heard my voice. Her voice is silky and delicate like a silver bell. You don't mind listening to it even though it drips with audacity. Oh, that Olivia Carmine. Yes, Vincent mentioned you. See, we all need a little push to jog our memories sometimes. Perhaps you heard about the time I saved the performance of Dandies and Dames at the Classic Grand? Maybe. The stagehand forgot to leave a prop gun on stage. I ended up singing bang bang noises to finish the performance. The audience loved it. The director went along with it. The show got middling reviews, but it was praised for my quick thinking and my coolness under pressure. Can I get you a drink? Are you buying, darling? Put it on my tab. I'll be here often. I eagerly await your performance, bartender. Anything specific you fancy? Something fruity. I love tropical fruits and citrus. Alright. Lift the glass from the stack and place it in front of Olivia. She purses her lips, taking a long look at her nails beside the glass. Let's pour you something fabulous. Thank you, darling. My throat is absolutely parched. Alright, so is there like tropical fruit and citrus? It says a lemon. No fruit. It's pineapple. I mean, it's tropical, but when they say it's not really. I mean, it's citrusy, not really tropical fruit, I would say. I'm thinking Pirate's Joy, but it's not really citrusy. It's the pineapple something. No. Either that or not the evening prayer. We'll try Pirate's Joy. I'm not 100% sure on. It's gonna take that turn. Okay. Astonishing, flawless, incredible, divine, absolutely brilliant use of everything. Inspirational, honestly. What a day. What did I tell you about my radio career? She doesn't wait for an answer. Instead, she leans forward and curls her finger to pull you close. Well, today, I spent the majority of my time reading contracts. I'm starting my own show, you see. Something daring, something bold, something that'll knock the socks right off my listeners. I'm calling it Chamomile and Carmine. Classy, right? Absolutely. You're one of the first to hear about it, but well, I suppose I let my mouth run when I'm a little tipsy, so more we'll find out soon. Picture me and my sultry voice, broadcasting nationwide to the people of Sarai, even the poor folk who can't make it to my stage performances. I'm so excited. Congrats. Good things happen to good people, you know? Sure. Olivia swirls the last bit of her drink and takes a long sip. She wipes her mouth with a tissue before setting the empty glass down beside your hand. Thanks for the drink. I will be back, though hopefully soon you won't have to wait too long to hear my voice. Kisses! With a slight stumble, she pushes herself up, winks at you, and takes her leave. See you soon. Got this. Priest guy? A miserable-looking man sits down at the bar. A big cloud follows him. Once he has your attention, he peruses the drinks stacked behind you. What can I get you? never understood all these names. Something strong, please. If I'm doing something wrong, I might as well do it right. Anything besides strong? Not really. Just strong. With the clean glass and placed on the tray, he takes a short breath. What does the goddess want you to order? Just make me a drink quickly and with fewer jokes. It's strong. Okay, night count is 7%. That seems to be the strongest I have. I only get one action out of it. We'll go with it. Night count. Oh, jeez. That was so many. Night count. The world is spinning and my words have become as blurred as my vision. Exactly why I came here. Doesn't sound like a good thing. He shrugs and places the glass back against his lips and downs the rest. When the glass is empty, he waves his finger for you to refill it. How about we start with your name? You really don't know who I am. I'm Father Lacey, but you can call me John. Priest at the church up the road. You know, this is alcoholic. We're permitted. Besides, how could the goddess resent a priest drinking in this city? Is it that bad? If you took confessions too, you wouldn't ask. What do people confess? Everything you can imagine and more. I used to have faith in humanity. Here you go. Thank you. I'll be back soon. Godspeed, John. He downs the rest and stands up. Now that you can see him better, you notice the clerical collar that was tucked in. He tips his head and takes his leave. And that's everybody. I guess it kind of like tells me, right? Notebook. Okay, so that is his favorite. Now they just have like multiple favorites, I guess. We got that and that. In the day. At the end of each day, you return to your home office, where you can review your clues on the clue board and try to make new deductions. Besides structuring your thoughts, the clue board also has another very important function. Some clues can be connected to form evidence. Spotting a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person, or spotted a contradiction or two pieces of evidence that tell you something about the same person or event, try combining them. You can combine two clues by connecting their pins with red string. To place a clue you have found on the board, simply click and drag them over from the clue list on the right. Clues on the... This feels very like Tavern Talk, which I need to get back to someday. Clues on the board can be arranged as you wish to help you in your investigation. At any point, you can remove a clue from the board by dragging and dropping it back in the back into the clue list, should you feel a piece of information is no longer important. God, that button's so small. The two clues you have right now seem to be related, don't they? Let's try linking them together. Click on one of the pins and drag the string to the other clue's pin. See what happens. Peter's Street Smarts. Peter frequented the last drop, the speakeasy when Talia Reed's murder took place, before it was shut down. You should be able to tell me who else went there to drink, and if any of them visited the nightcap. Congratulations, you can read a new combined clue. Combined clues are key to your investigation. Building a solid case will hinge on making these connections. Asking customers about these new clues will often lead you to new insights as well. Not all clues can be combined, of course, but if you're ever stuck, try and see if there are any new deductions you can make. To proceed to the next day, click on the coat rack on the side. No. Okay, so that's there. Those two are together. No, they just doesn't. So I'll keep those like up here because those are together. Alright. In the day. Wednesday. This this what the 16 is? Is the time limit? Well, well, look who's still open. In a world of dwindling light, you're like a beacon in the night. Not planning on closing anytime soon. Let's catch up, just like the olden days. Now press the show clue button to open the notebook and present him with a new combined clue. So the Peter's street smarts asking for more information. Present. Yes. Story about the broad that got iced at the speakeasy? What about it? What do you think happened? You read the story. I'm sure the journals did a great job. They always do. Don't be like that. I want your opinion. You're fishing him for what? I got nothing for you. You and me both know how this show plays out. Paper spin the same stories, the hoi polloi get all worked up, and ain't no one got the real facts except for the ones who know to keep their mouths shut. And folk who say the city council are fabricating the killings, they got their heads screwed on wrong. Bukovia officials can barely patch a hole in the road for all the stage of murder. I know a professional job when I see one, and this ain't professional. And it was done by someone who has experience, someone who planned it out real careful and who's done it before. Did you visit that speakeasy? Yes. And? Plenty of folk went there, so don't go make any inferences. You know where the line is. No need to see what happens if you step over. Who else went there? Hard to tell. It was a mixed crowd. Let me think. Alina Dragos, the type of rich blonde who don't want nothing to do with me. Last year she made it big thanks to your daddy winning the jackpot at a poker tourney. Elliot, the sour-faced alcoholic who popped in occasionally. If he was in school, I'd beat the snot out of him and take his milk money. I still might. And Killian Duran, the rich kid with the baby face and soft hands? You taking roll call? If this bartending gig doesn't work out, is it just a job as an intrepid reporter? What do you think of that, Scoops? I was just curious. When you don't feel like asking a customer any further questions, you can always press the leave button in the bottom right to exit the conversation, regardless of how many actions you have left. However, if you still have questions for Peter, you can simply continue your conversation. Pitch up, like the old days. See, preferences, employee, criminal background. Know anything about Natalia Reid? Shame about her accident. Her murder. Murder, then. I saw her here and there, and I reckon it's real odd, she guys. Why odd? Didn't seem like the victim type, you know? Can you elaborate? He tilts his head for a moment, and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times, too. Usually the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Kill from behind, right? Whoever struck her probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. Police or whoever is holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. So that's I'm investigating. You're asking a lot of questions. People with our background know better. No one ever got eyes for asking too few questions. You're right. Hey, if you got someone pulling your chain, I get it. Someone holding something over you, I guess? Maybe. Don't be coy. We go way back, so I get it. Right. Well, I won't go home, but I can't stay here. Make sure you don't get into any mischief while I'm gone. That's my job. Will do. So let's start talking with our patrons. I guess left to right? Left to right. A young woman sits casually at the bar. Before she says a word, she looks at the list of drinks on the wall behind you, a tad confused. Evening. Hello. What can I get you? I don't know what I'm feeling today. I want something strong, but I'm also craving something sweet. What can you do? I can try and help you make up your mind. That'd probably help. Okay, let's roll the dice. Surprise me. What did you like again? I want something strong, also craving something sweet. Strong, but sweet. Let's make you something nice. I'm looking forward to it. Alright, strong but sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. So I want probably something with sugar in it. It's 3. This Eastern Ruby, I'm thinking. It's 5% and has sugar in it. We're gonna go with the Eastern Ruby. Alright. Complete. Also, thank you to the publisher for the code for the demo. Perfect mix. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Have you been open long? Not particularly. Well, this place seemed new. Below a bookshop, too. I used to come here to buy books when I was a kid, whenever my father gave me pocket money. Either way, consider me sold, I guess. How do you afford somewhere on the boulevard? Vincent knows the place. Right. I'm Alina Dragos. I brought a few friends along and we're already a bit tipsy, if you haven't noticed already. She didn't have to tell you that. They reek of booze. You hide it well. Well, yeah, we found the bottle in the basement. We're celebrating our friend's birthday. Anyway, I'm gonna go look for my friends. I hope they haven't wandered off. Take care. You too. Alright, so she's now like gray because I've already talked to her. So it's left to right. Before he even sits down, you can tell this young man has an attitude. He frowns at the bar, his seat, the drink selections, then you. You wish you weren't so good at handling men like him. You've had more experience than you wish for. He looks your way when he sits down. When you don't immediately give him attention, he taps the table twice. What can I get you? Surprise me. Give me some hints? Well, I'm a big fan of rum. I think. You think? You watch him try to get comfortable in his seat. He looks over his shoulder at the 3 girls he came in with and regards you with an urgent look in his eye. You're the bartender, so tend the bar and serve me something. I don't drink too much and my parents are into wines, not cocktails. I can handle that. Thank you. Alright, pour away. What flavors do you enjoy? Something with a sweet touch, like rum. He doesn't prefer cocktails. You lift a clean glass from his tray and place it on the table. Let's get you something nice. Don't keep me waiting now. Okay, something with rum. Rum. So, white rum. These like it in order. No, because there's the vodka here and the vodka here, okay. And the whiskey here. White rum. Try Pirate's Joy. We're down here. Pirate's Joy. Could get used to this. I'm Killian. You might have met my parents at some point, the Durans. Might have. You might have met a doctor with that surname, though it's fuzzy. Fine people, I suppose as private doctors, perhaps a bit much out of your price range. Is this a dialogue history? Perhaps out of your price range for healthcare. That he pays, turns around, and goes to sit back at the table. Bye! Alright, next girl. The young, well-dressed woman sits at the bar and waits. She doesn't seem the happiest, but as soon as you look at her, she puts on a smile and leans on the bar. What can I get for you? I don't really know, if I'm honest. Too many options. How about I choose? Appreciate that. I feel a bit out of my depth here. Something light, though. I have work in the morning. Looking forward to trying anything you make for me. Any flavors you're fond of? They sound odd, but tomato? Looking forward to anything you make for me. So tomato. It's not something strong, though. I think I only have one thing with tomato, though. The femme fatale. Right? I think that's my only thing with tomato. So we're making the femme fatale. Down here. And shake, shake, shake. And pour. It's a little like distorting on the sound there, it seems like. I hear a little audio distortion. That's lovely, thank you. Places like this are fascinating to me. I'm not used to all of this. You're as welcome as anyone. She tilts her head as if she's wondering whether to agree or not. I keep thinking the constabulary will arrest me any moment. If my friends were caught, they would pay a fine, but I'd end up in jail. I understand. Yes, I think you do. I'm Maria Popa, by the way. I'm here with my friend Alina. Speaking of, I should probably go back there. I wouldn't want to miss out on another story from Wendy about how her butler is getting fat and her swimming pool is too big. Good luck. You see her put on a smile, grab her drink, and make her way over to the table. Alright. Left to right. Red hair girl. Striking redhead. A woman sits down at the bar. Her eyes are piercing, and she scans the room, then you, taking everything in. She's dressed up with diamond earrings, a pearl necklace, and a coat that could be mink. What can I get you? This place is as charming as it is easy to find. When Alina mentioned the speakeasy on the boulevard, I can't say I expected this. Money is flooded into the Bukovi Boulevard and washed away the dirt, but some of the character too. However, it seems to have flowed past this venue without impact. I can't tell if that's a compliment. As close as one as you're likely to get from me. I'm a Wendy Brooker. You might have heard of my father. You haven't, but she says it with enough confidence that you feel like you should. Well, I don't think you'll need to ask around too much to know my reputation. Impeccable. And if you stay on my good side, I'll even think of an endearing nickname for you. Okay, do you want a drink? Don't make me beg. What does a lady like you drink? Something strong enough to make everyone look just a little more fabulous, not too much. Don't make me beg. So not too strong. Let's see if I can impress you. Difficult task, but nothing is impossible, darling. So I think I want to aim for like a 5%. Evening prayer, maybe? The gin and vodka? Yeah, let's go for evening prayer. Hopefully I don't regret this. I'm gonna get one of these horrendously wrong sometime. I just know it. Perfect mix. You know how to pour a drink with some glamour. I never doubted you. I'll take this back to my table now, darling. Enjoy. Okay, those all spent. And we just have this gloomy guy in the background. A moody-looking man sits down. He takes a deep breath and hunches over the bar, avoiding eye contact. Long day. Every day is the same length. Can I get a cocktail? Sure. Your hand moves to grip a glass. He holds his palms up, stopping you. Wait. Please make sure it's a clean glass. All our glasses are clean. I'm sure, but I've had bad experiences. Smudges and such. One glass, no smudges. Good, I'll have that cocktail. I'm waiting. Any particular flavors you enjoy? Nothing too fruity. I don't like seeds or pith in my mouth. Something minty. You lift a clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. The man closely inspects it and gives it a reassuring nod. Coming right up. Hope it's good. Okay, minty, like a mint punch. Let's do a little mint punch. And pour. Yeah, there's like a little audio distortion there when it does the little perfect mix sound. That's a nice drink. Clean glass. Crisp taste. You watch him down the rest. When the glass is empty, he wipes it carefully with his sleeve, making sure to clean the rim where his lips were. Are you a big drinker? There's not much else to do in Bukovi. To be honest, I'm not usually out on days like today's, but my date got canceled. Are you open the whole weekend? We are. Good. That's when I usually need a drink. I'm Elliot, by the way. I live a few streets over. Nice to meet you, Elliot. Can I get you another drink? No, I should head home. Thanks a lot for the drink. I'll be back soon. See ya then. I guess we're wrapping up for the day. End the day. Alright. Potential patrons. This read. Peter confirmed they saw several of my customers at the last drop before it was shut down. Alina Dragos, Elliot Lynn, and Killian Durand. All frequented a speakeasy where the murder took place. Hugo would be very interested in you. Oh, I should have asked them about that. Shoot. No. Shoot, did I miss? Potentially miss people. Oh yeah. Oh. These three, Alina, Killian, and Elliot. Right. This is the problem with taking a small break, isn't it? Yes. Hopefully I get another chance to speak with those people. Well, that one guy, Elliot Lynn, said he would come back on the weekend, right? Oh, hey. Yeah, they're back. Constable Hugo Mertens marches down the steps to the bar, his hands deep in his pockets as he inspects the other guests with confusion. After a moment, he makes his way over to you, pulls over a chair, and sits slightly too close. Constable Mertens, barkeep, seems like business is booming. I never thought a life of crime would be this social for you. This is my job. These patrons could pass for respectable. Maybe they are. They're good people, mostly. Yes, well, I just wanted to check how much you know about these supposed good people. Someone on the street knew her. Use that knowledge to your benefit. Do you have anything worth sharing with me? I'll be staying here for a while. Open notebook to present with a new clue. Using clues on a detective like Hugo will never consume action, so be sure to show him anything interesting you find. He may have useful insights. Clue. Also, potential patrons, see what he has to say about it. Present. So, Alina Dragos, Killian Durand, and Elliot Lynn all frequented the last drop around the time before Natalia Reed was murdered. And you say you got this information from Peter Wagner? Mr. Wagner is well known around multiple police stations throughout Bukovi, and the only reason he knew all this is because he was present at the time as well. So let's add them to our little list of suspects, shall we? What happens now? Now that I know I'm not wasting my time with you, the next step would be figuring out which of those four might be our killer. Hugo pulls out 2 photographs from his coat and hands them over. The first one shows an ornate, decorated lighter lying on the pavement. The second shows a nasty-looking syringe. It is empty and small bits of blood can be seen around the needle. Ugh. These 2 items were found at the crime scene. Now check around and see what they mean to our suspects. Any more questions? About the syringe. The murder weapon is peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, but since then, most of the victims have been found with a puncture mark. From this needle. Correct. We tried to see if it was a special type that was used, but unfortunately, this one is available at any pharmacy. Doesn't help that it's basically industry standard for any medical profession in Sara either. Whatever the nature of the toxin, it wasn't fast. Perhaps the killer wants to watch the victims suffer a bit before they die. Victims each had different puncture wounds. Arms, legs, in this case it was the back of the neck. So the perpetrator attacked from the rear. Tests we have run so far, currently inconclusive. Damn it, it's all back in Belgium. I know how to find better toxicologists. The only toxins that have these effects, many simple chemicals can be lethal when injected. This perpetrator has chosen a cruel implement to achieve his goals, and making the apprehension of this villain my sole mission. We have to stop him. Any more questions? The lighter. It was close to the body, and it's quite ornate. There's a pattern on it. Metal flowers skirting the edges. Asked around a few tobacco shops and always got the same answer. This one is custom made. We might guess that the killer is a smoker. Only a few million of those. Yes, that doesn't narrow down the field too much. More questions? All is clear. Good, one last thing. Hand over your notebook. Place the notebook in Hugo's outstretched hand. Pulls the pencil out of his pocket and quickly adds a new section at the back. After looking it over one last time, he hands it back. I had some questions I need answers to when reporting my findings about the case. Detectives at the station use this method to put together a case. I intend to do the same. First, we need to suspect to investigate. We narrowed it down to 4 people already, but given we're working with a serial killer, we can only get a warrant for 1. After this, we need solid evidence to confront them with. The 2 things I need answered are: what's the killer's motive? And what evidence proves the killer was present at the time of Natalia's death? Find clues to answer these 2 questions for any of the suspects, assign them in the section I added, and hand over your notebook so we can review your findings. You can only submit a suspect once, so you have to be sure. You should also consider evidence that might clear a subject. Will that be enough to convict them? On its own, no. But it's much easier to get confession when you're presenting solid evidence. From there, it becomes a lot easier to arrest someone. Don't make me regret my choices here. I trust you with enough information to get me in an uncomfortable position. Let me down, and I'll make sure things become very uncomfortable for you. Got it? Very well. I'm prepared to answer any of your questions. He goes add a brand new case tab to your notebook. Let's have a look. Open the notebook by clicking the button on the bottom right and the top right of the screen. This button also works when not in conversation with a customer. Select the highlighted tab to navigate to the newly added case page. In this case file, you'll find an overview of each suspect in the case. The evidence you have collected so far on each suspect will be displayed here. The case file displays clues that show each suspect's motive, the evidence that proves they could have committed the crime, as well as any potential defense that rules them out as a potential culprit, such as an alibi. Once you are confident you know who the culprit is, you can press the Submit Case button at the top of the page. Doing this will summon Hugo, who will review the details of the case and look at the evidence you have collected with a critical eye. Now press the X button at the top right to exit the notebook. If you're already in conversation with Hugo like you are now, you can press this button at the bottom right to submit your case. Give it a try. On this page, no, I didn't hit it. On this page, you can choose your culprit from the list of remaining suspects. Those with an established offense are automatically ruled out. For any accusation to stick, you'll have to make sure you found both means and motive for your suspect of choice, so think carefully before making a move. If you're not confident in your pick just yet, or feel you need more evidence, you'll still have a chance to reconsider. You will have time to present your case until you hit the deadline on the calendar. The final day, your hand will be forced, and you'll have to submit a culprit. Once you submit a culprit, your answer can no longer be changed. You only get 1 shot. If you submit your case before the deadline has passed, Hugo will leave to present your case to his superior and won't return until the final day. It's up to you to find evidence on all suspects and figure out who is innocent, who is guilty. Their fate lies in your hands. Good luck, bartender. Peter... Wait. What sort of drink do you usually like, Constable? Something with coffee. Why? It's my job to know. Suppose it is. You memorize everyone's favorite drink? I try. Well, that's an admirable goal, but let's not get too chummy. If you want to scribble this in your little notebook, I like anything with coffee, because we drink it a lot in Belgium. Reminds me of home. Noting that down. Let the clean glass and tray and place it on the table. Would you like a drink? I shouldn't, but perhaps just one that won't hurt. Anything with coffee. I don't think I have a coffee with a lot of choices, right? Just the cold winter and wake up call. Wake up call. All the way around. Wake up call. Ah, perfect. Well, as perfect as a crime can be. Can answer any of your questions. I know who I'm working for. Constable Hugo Mertens, that's all you need to know. Favorite color? Blue. Hobbies. I'm partial to pointless conversations and wasting my time. Okay, I won't ask. I'm prepared to answer any... About the syringe. Murder weapon is a peculiar and devious. It's some sort of lethal toxin. Back before the prohibition, it was slipped into drinks, and since then, most of the victims found with a puncture mark. Okay, this is actually just what we already did. Have to stop him. Okay. Do you know Peter? Peter has a storied history with the McCovey police. You can usually count on him being on the wrong side of the law. Working out the assumption that Peter moonlights as a henchman for bigger fish, maybe even the Bruga boys gang under Carla. Makes me wonder whether a boss like Carla could have had something to do with all this, but she's white collar and more interested in larceny and laundering than murder. Alright, why are you doing a detective job? Because those idiots are so busy chasing promotions, they forget to actually look for criminals. One of them confided me how he figured out all the victims of the McCovey Boulevard killer are blonde women. He condescendingly told me to keep that to myself and be a good constable. I can tolerate them being competitive, but not when there's human lives at stake. I didn't expect to be so noble. I'm trying to answer any of your questions. But later... Nasty habit. Or as you think so, most people here smoke, especially those with colorful backgrounds. We're all done. Okay, I think I need to just exit. So noble, yeah. Exit conversation. Do you want to end the conversation? I have a bar to run. I have a case to work. Good evening, barkeep. Okay, so, oh, the priest is back. Left to right again? Left or right again? Okay, this is Alina Dragos. What's the girl need to do to get a drink around here? Oh, evening, Alina. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Serve. What? Profile. Not tell me. What sort of drink do you like? Poison drop, nothing tops that one. Very specific. Hey, if you don't tell people exactly what you like, how will you ever get what you want? Good point. Better than Maria's anyway. That woman likes tomato in her drinks. It's indecent. So she said she likes... I'm memory. Poison drop. Need a drink? Yes, get me drunk. Poison drop. She likes this one? Okay, and that plus means she was like okay with it. Let's try the poison drop then. Let's go for it. Oh, I am going to enjoy this one. That's delicious. Let's catch up on all the gossip. All right. What do you know about Natalia Reid? I'm not talking about that evil Faloozy. I'm here to have a good time. She seems very guarded about the topic. She also seems to know some things. Perhaps she's more talkative when drunk. Okay. Good to know. Who are the people? Can I present clues? She's very guarded. She needs to be, like, drunker, right? Who are the people he came with? You know, I don't particularly like the nouveau riche or the Although, Reach, Killian is dull and innocent. Wendy has her moments. The only person I really want around me is Maria. What's so good about Maria? She's just the most down-to-earth person. I've known her for most of my life. The others, though, how do you socialize with them? Because they're useful. The wealthy don't see us as people. We're tools. So I've sort of adopted that mindset. But you're rich. You're not getting it. I was born poor. That stays with you. For Killian, he was born middle class, so he's closer to home. Might be wealthy now, but I didn't come into money through gem mining or property or an aristocratic aunt. Gambling! My father has money now, but all that means he has more to lose, and gamblers always lose in the end. If I don't ingratiate myself with these people, maybe even shack up with one of them, I will have nothing. I'll be nothing to them. In the grand scheme, I'm a blip, a momentary fleeting thing in these people's lives. I've got to hook them in, get them invested, eventually probably marry one if I want to keep this lifestyle. Just wish I could, I don't know, trust them a bit more. Some of them are decent, I think, but I know where I came from, and I know I won't go back. That has to be my focus. It's quite the plan. I'm a chess player. Planning ahead is what I do. Still seems a bit cynical. You mean pragmatic? Seeing how quickly people changed the way they treated me the moment I got money left me a little jaded, I suppose. On good days, I think my new friends aren't like that. They're better than that. Wendy and Killian might have more to them than I admit, but I still don't trust them yet. Yeah, we have 2 more actions. Brings you... Anything you do in your spare time? I can play competitive chess. I'm good at it, depending on who you compare me to. Maria and I have been chess partners since we were kids. Back then, we imagined if we got good enough, we'd live the life of chess grandmasters, play chess for trophies, live in hotels, go to parties, have crowds cheer our names. The reality is a lot of these events only pay you when you win, and the entry fees are extortionate. Back in the day, we did overtime to afford the qualification fees. We'd be so exhausted from overtime that we'd never play our best. We'd scrape up enough money for 1 hotel room and pass out each night. Still had fun though. Ever win? I won a tournament a few weeks back. Maria got 2nd place. We both qualified for an upcoming national tournament. Maria doesn't know yet, but I'll be paying to take us both there. That's kind of you. It's our dream. Understand. Hey. Are you finding time here? What do you do for work? You and Maria? What about us? Are you 2 dating? Maria? No, but we're close. Must have been mistaken then. Huh, I get it a lot. Lynn is still blushing. This topic seems like something she wouldn't discuss unless she really trusts you. Ah. Wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Alright. Hello, Killian Duran. Bartender, we meet again. Need a drink? Please surprise me with something nice. That tends to happen if you visit. I bet you hear all sorts of tittle-tattle in here. What's the subject of the day? Killian Reed. Don't know his drink. What sort of drink do you like, Killian? Something that can get me drunk without it feeling like I'm drinking alcohol. So, sugary drinks then. I love the light sugary stuff. I think your mint punch fits that bill. Got it. Nice and minty. Need a drink? What should I be here for? The ambiance? Mint punch. Oh, he is low tolerance. Mint punch. And punch. Guess it either goes forward or back. One of the ways. Oh, this looks fine indeed. Subject of the day. I only have 3 options right now, so... Did you know Natalia Reed? A little. I saw her at the Hotel Jubilee a while ago. I saw her, greeted her, and she threw up all over my new suit. Helped her get a radio cab home. She was drunk then. Yeah, she was a bit of a mess. My father always said loose women of meager means lack the ability to handle alcohol with grace, like more refined ladies. You know she's dead, right? Yeah, Selena told me this morning. I was rather sad, but more in that fleeting, oh, maybe I'll die one day sort of way. I didn't really know her, so... That's all. I don't want to piss him off and be like, you will die. What do you think of Alina? Alina's a lot of fun to be around. She's like summer sun bursting through the clouds. Poetic. Very bubbly. Why someone like her can come from such a poor family. Lots of personality. Sometimes what comes out of her mouth sounds like intellectual gibberish to me, but even the most frivolous words are kissed on the way out by those heavenly lips. There's a day, why are you drinking so much? You clearly don't enjoy it. Something to do. Nights are boring without parties. That's it, really. He only seems behind something. Perhaps serving him enough alcohol will make him talk. Understood. Talia Reid. Really? Yeah, she's a bit of a mess. No, she's dead. You will die one day. Is that a threat? Just the fact. It's not a nice thing to say, is it? Okay, so... clues. Can I present? I'm just gonna present the potential patrons. Confirm. Sure, I visited. If I don't get home soon, my mother will lock me out. Bye. Bye. It's Clara. Quick, you gotta set me up. I am in desperate need of a drink. What have I missed? What sort of drink do you like? Gonna sound weird, but something spiced. I like ginger ale in my drinks. And I had to be so careful with my coin that I'd only ever drink copper bullets. Is that weird? It's a little weird, but we do serve those. Aw, always prefer the more manly drinks, though. You probably guessed that looking at how scruffy I dress. Aw, I pissed her off by saying that. Need a drink? Nothing too strong. I have work tomorrow. Copper bullet. Yes. And up and around. Getting nice and fast at doing that. Yeah, there's definitely some audio distortion in that. Alright, I have to actually look here. Oh damn, this is perfect. Don't let me have too many of these. What do you know about Natalia Reid? I guess I've seen her a few times before. The murder? She was in the Spiral Lounge in the hotel a lot. Same as Elliot, Olivia, and even Alina once or twice. Did Natalia mix with anyone else? So her and Olivia ordered together at the bar. That struck with me because Olivia's kind of a big deal even amongst that lot, and everyone formed a crowd around her. Saw her hanging out with Elliot once or twice too. Usually away from the bar though, over at the Vantage booth. Interesting. Yeah, now that I think about it, Alina brought Killian along too. I remember that pretty well because he asked me out. I mean, I don't wear a badge or anything, but I do look like I'm out here trying to date. Do I look like I'm out here trying to date men? Oh, I get it. What have I missed? Tell me about your job. There's 5, maybe 6 interesting things about me, and my job is not one. You really want to hear about the hotel? I'm curious. I'm a maid, believe it or not. I spend most of my time cleaning up their messy, entitled people. For Prohibition, I worked the mid-bar for extra money. Tips were decent, unless cleaning up bodily fluids was involved. You like your job? God, no. Do you? I like my job. No. Lucky you. One day I'll get out of the covey. I'm too old to compete in the martial arts now, but if I wasn't trapped, I could at least grab an airship to anywhere else, really. Why are you trapped? I'm in debt. If I stop working, it'll get worse. Once I pay off everything I owe, maybe I can quit and find something better for me. Friendly loan shark Carla won't send her goons after me as long as I keep paying the interest on my debt. But with the wages from the hotel, I'm not making a dent in the amount I owe. Yeah, I know what Carla's like. No use worrying until I get wrinkles. Sifu says rainbows need rain, so I guess this part of my life is just the rainy season. Sure, the rainbows are coming. What do you think of Maria? She's a decent sort. I saw her once or twice back when I worked the bar at the hotel. Seems Clara is being nice when talking about Maria, but you can tell there's more to the story. Lounge chats. Got nothing about that. Why do you, did you come from work? No, I work in hotels. My shift starts early and finishes early. I have a later afternoon and evening to myself, but I'm training real hard just now. Training for what? My gray belt. It's a martial art combat thing, right? It's a Bartender grading scale. When I can take my seafood down to the mat, I gain the gray belt. Good luck. Oh wait, I work tomorrow. Gotta get some sleep, so good luck with the bar. Night. Alright, Elliot. Elliot sits down with a cigarette in his mouth and pulls a box of matches from his bottom pocket. We discourage smoking. Wait. Smoking? These are menthol! And they make your breath smell good. If you must. I must. Need from me. What sort of drink do you like? Well-made one. Do I need to be more specific? I think you do. Yes, well, I suppose that's reasonable. I can't expect the bartender to produce quality drinks without suitable direction. Exactly. Something minty with soda. I like to feel fresh and awake after a drink. Alcohol doesn't make you sleepy. I've developed my constitution till it no longer inhibits my focus. Alcohol sharpens my senses. Really? Indeed, a drink with a clean mouth livens the senses, not to mention how much it can encourage intimacy with the opposite sex. Fresh breath is essential. Just hold off on the fruit punch. Feminine drinks reduce male vim and vigor and encourage the production of black bile in the body, which makes one melancholic and, I believe, less virile too. Pouring vodka into fruit juice is a waste, like a sophisticated gentleman wasting his time on tittle-tattle with loose women and mannerless men. Some men are born for better things and they deserve better drinks too. Noted. Hey. Elliot closely inspects it and nods. This look okay? Yes, hurry up. Okay. Mint punch. And punch. Pow, pow. That's a nice drink. Clean glass, crisp taste. You have to see what happened to Natalia Reed. I don't know who that is. Bukovia is a big city. Why would I even remember her? She worked nearby. This is Bukovia Boulevard. Everyone is nearby. Thanks anyway. I'm gonna press him about that. The lighter and like all three of those. Potential patrons, yes. I didn't visit, and you should doubt the words of crooks. Okay, so he's denying that he didn't visit. Or he's denying that he visited, rather. Lounge chats. Yes. I didn't know Natalia Reed. I have no idea who she was. Elliot's brow is furrowed, and though he is clearly perturbed, you have difficulty reading his emotions. Stop lying now. What makes you sure I'm lying? Someone saw you with her at the hotel. Elliot pauses for so long, you're not sure he heard you. Squinting, he examines the empty glass like it holds the secrets of the universe. Well? Right, yes, Natalia. I knew her, but again, barely. We met once or twice while we were drinking. I intimated my feeling. I intimated I might find her attractive to a degree. She made it very clear that my feelings were not reciprocated. Why did he lie? Because it was an embarrassing experience, I don't like to relive it. You're a bartender. It should be none of your business. Are you gonna serve me, or are you done? I'm done. I'm gonna ask about the lighter, though. Elliot rejected. There's a little brain thing on here. Elliot initially denied he knew Natalia Reed, but changed his tune when confronted with proof. He admits that he tried hitting on her in the past, was turned down, and now pretends he doesn't know her to avoid reliving that awkward moment. The lighter. Present. A lighter on the ground? People lose lighters all the time. What does it have to do with me? Don't you smoke? All my life. Well, since school, anyway. A while, then. I was trying to fit in with the popular ass. I needn't have bothered. Not sure I even enjoy it anymore, but what I really don't enjoy is shaking in my hands when I can't find tobacco. If you have any tips for quitting that actually work, let me know. It'd save me a great deal of money. Keep an eye out for some. I got work tomorrow, so I'm going. See ya. Bye. Alright. 2 more people. Good evening. I wouldn't mind a sip of something after a long day of reading. Evening, Mr. Floor. They say a conversation's a dying art. Let's prove them wrong. What sort of drink do you like, Vincent? Something classy with red wine served over ice, though feel free to experiment if inspiration strikes. Alright. And a lemon! I love sucking on the lemon afterwards. Got it. Alright. Place on the tray, Vincent perks up a drink. Absolutely. Something timeless, please. Something with a lemon. Like an Eastern Ruby. And some of these I can just go like, boom, done. Super fast. You know me too well. This is my absolute favorite. What do you know about Natalia Reed? Vincent looks down when you mention her name. He licks his lips, considering his next words carefully. I've been thinking back to when we met briefly at my accountant's office. She was smart, charming, and she knew when to drop that stiff Bukovi formality and be a little more laid back with her clients. I knew she liked to drink. My accountant complained that she turned up worse for wear once or twice, so I imagine temperance was an issue. It was also no secret to my accountant that Natalia struggled financially due to her stubborn gambling addiction. How she managed to finance it is a mystery. Suppose it makes sense that she'd frequent speakeasies after the prohibition, so if there really is a killer on the loose, then apparently. Ghastly. Hope her customers tread lightly. Me too. What do you think of Killian? He's a boy in a man costume, petty and unkind. I'm against cuffing a child around the ear, but if his mother had lifted a hand now and then, he might have grown up to be a decent human. His family name is a good one, which is why bad behavior is a shock. Vandalism, theft, scuffles, also unnecessary when his family has just run into money. Killian is trouble, and those close to him need to show a firmer hand. He's certainly a bit of a brat. He taps the bar in annoyance. Typical of the nouveau riche, they can buy everything but class. That goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't obtain through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means, but he doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. Other speakeasies have been raided. I'm sure dissatisfied patrons have alerted the authorities on a few occasions, but I've met a few officers, even detectives in speakeasies. They think the laws don't apply to them. I think the political climate has shifted. The Bukovi City Council has taken a harder line, and they may even be incentivizing officers to close more establishments. The economy may be booming, but the explosion of wealth is far from equitable. Speculators on the radio carriage and whale oil businesses are rolling in cash, but the public services, and the police in particular, are paid peanuts. Speculators climbed the ladder and pulled it up after themselves. Now they're making us fight each other for table scraps while looking down on us all, legitimate business owners and police officers alike. His cadence to his voice that makes him sound cold and unemotional as he speaks. It's like he's rehearsed this topic, or maybe he's gotten sick of talking about it. I'm rambling again, so let's change the subject. Is there anything clue-wise I want to talk to him about? From him you learned that Polly's gambling problem. I mean, he might know something, like, about the ladder, right? Oh, okay, that's what the little brain is. Motive, that he was rejected. Right. Let's see. When did you open the bookshop? Pukowi Books has been there for over a decade now. Are you a fan of literature? I am. I never really took you for the educated sort. Mistake of my part, for sure. It is always nice to meet a fellow enthusiast. The book depositories in this district are in shocking state. Nothing but grimy, lurid bestsellers and nothing of note from local writers. I enjoy foreign literature, but I fear with how the publishing industry operates, it's hard to notice the books that were created in our towns. Pukowi has a thriving literature scene, but it is dying because of this influx of exotic, lightweight fiction. We both know I don't need to work, but a man has to have a hobby. If that hobby is meaningless, then what's the point? Pukowi's golden age was once cultural, music, books, opera, but now our industrial might swells while our souls shrivel. Might be just a lowly bookshop owner these days, but stocking this place with the books I love means the world to me. Does that make sense? Makes sense. Well, I'm glad we talked about this. Look at the time. I simply cannot linger any longer. I've slept on the chaise up lounge upstairs before, and my back did not thank me. Good night. Alright. The priest. John Lacey. Bartender. Father Lacey. They share something happy with me. I need to talk to someone who is not confessing mortal sins. You have a favorite drink? That is like choosing my favorite hymn. Too difficult. Indulge me. Takes a deep breath and eyes the shelves like he is poison. Like he is poison and they hold the antidote. You hold the rim of a glass like you're ready to serve. Taps his fingers along the bright wood of the bar top and clicks his tongue once. Probably be the night count that you serve here. It's a bitter aftertaste that resonates with me. Any reason? Much of my life is bitter. I might as well embrace it. Mix the bitterness in with other ingredients, which makes it palatable. Right. So it was the night count. Okay, I don't do that. Lift the clean glass from the tray and place it on the table. Need a drink, Father? Father. Makes me think of my vows, but priests are taught it is worse to abominate wine than imbibe it. So I'll choose the lesser sin. I have completely blanked. Oh, night count. Okay, it started. Thank goodness. Like, oh gosh, what did he say again? Right. These drinks have really disturbed my equilibrium tonight. I should get back to the monks. Oh, bye! I didn't really get to talk to him. So we end the day. Oh, still customers can be spoken to? Are there? I don't see customers that can be spoken to. Yes, sure, because there's not actually a customer to speak to. Alright, what have we got? The lighter, the syringe, the debt. Okay, link those. Lounge chats, blonde victims. No. I mean, that I guess. Recount that Vincent had to take care of his finances. Natalia's gambling problems with all the mounting debts. Okay, so it just like blocks out once you've tried, right? That's nice to know. Let's be like, yeah, no, this doesn't work. But trying it. Okay, I tried that. Okay. I mean, this could work to just, like, try everything, right? I don't think I'm gonna get anything out of it. Easy. That. Come on. That. That. Oh wait, this I still need to do. No. No. Nothing. 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 Okay. Everything should be anti-everything else now? Yeah. Alright, end the day. But, oh gosh, there's so many people here today. We still wanna investigate people, so we're just gonna go left to right again. Maybe I should remember to present clues to people. Hello, hello! What's the girl need to do to get a drink around here? Evening, Elena. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Okay. You like poison drop. But also it's not what I wanted. Let's serve a drink. Need a drink, Elena? Yes, get me drunk. She likes poison drop, which is 3%. But what if we try something a little stronger? I'm probably going to regret going for something a little stronger. She's neutral to the Eastern Ruby. That's 4%. She likes whiskey and sugar, right? I don't have a lot with that. Let's just try an evening prayer. What's the worst that happens, right? We, like, make her hate it. I mean, I guess that is the worst that happens, that she hates it. But... Alright. Perfect mix. Well, I definitely don't hate it. Thanks. Let's catch up on all the gossip. Alright, cool. So she is a little bit tipsy. And we have 4 things we could ask her. Also, clues. Do we have any clues for her? Okay, it's not good. Shows all collected clues. This is showing my profiles, though. Lena. No clues on her. How do I... like... not actually letting me look at the clues. The heck? I want to exit. It's literally just giving me profiles. Can't present anything. What is going on? Oh well, let's just ask her questions then. How are you finding your time here? Pleasant crowd. Mostly. There's a few people here that I'm not on great terms with, but it's a bar, so that's to be expected. Ooh. I'd rather not get into it, honestly. I have a feeling I know who you're talking about. Do you? Who? Oh gosh. Profiles. Elliot. Peter. I'm gonna guess Peter. Peter. Nah, Peter. Nah, Peter's a pussycat. You just gotta give him a saucer of milk and stroke his fur. And by that, I mean give him hard liquor and don't owe his boss any money. That's my experience, at least. Maria's too. How do you know Peter? You mean, how does someone like me know Peter? He's been to other speakeasies, and when he's not collecting money, he's a sweetie. Really? Can I... like, repeat that? Who... I have a feeling I know who. Elliot. How'd you guess that? Just instinct. Aha! He's a piece of work, alright, especially when he's drunk. A few months before Prohibition, I was at a casino with my father on my birthday. He wasn't exactly going to bake me a cake, and I didn't want to be alone all day till the club's opened and I could see my friends. So I figured I'd take an interest in his hobbies. While Dad was playing baccarat, Elliot made a play for me. Oh? Obviously, I turned him down pretty quickly, but I remember him getting so angry, I tried to brush him off gently, but he didn't really get the message. I've dealt with fellas shouting at me before, but this was different. The more his rage built, the quieter he got, but you could tell he was losing control, shaking. I called to my dad after that and didn't go back to the casino, but I still see him around sometimes. It makes my skin crawl. Sorry you went through that. Don't be sorry. Be cautious. He has a few screws loose, if you ask me. Keep that in mind. What do you do for work? Nothing. I guess you don't need to. Exactly. My family's fallen into wealth through sheer luck, and I won't let us fall out again. I have plans to keep us where we need to be. My dad might end up losing his fortune again, but I'll be glad to take him in when that time comes. Did you ever work? Sure, and for a man who... doesn't matter. That's all in the past. So I got new info on Elliot. Trying to be awkward and intimidating around women. Are you single? It's complicated, but I'm not single, even if some people might prefer me to be. Prefers that. Maria, mainly. I can't say many of my friends approve of my love life. Why not? Many reasons. I guess if we discuss in the abstract, we can talk about this, even if it's a difficult subject. Sure. I guess what I can't decide is, how do you choose between your best friend and your partner? I mean, what's more important, old friendships or new love? Follow your heart. I want to! I thought she wanted me to be happy. I must have been wrong. I don't know. Is a friend supposed to support your choices? Or is a friend supposed to tell you the hard truths you don't want to learn? Don't want to hear. Friendship is about honesty. You might have a point. I need to think about this. I should talk to Maria. We can talk about anything, or we could. But we've been through a lot. I hope she understands that this time the guy I love is different. Is he really different? Yes! Yes, he is. Nice to hear. What brings you to a speakeasy? You can't expect a girl to spill all her secrets without loosening her lips first. With some chat. Maybe a couple of compliments about my lovely new earrings and a few drinks. Get you drunk then. Oh wait, is that the time? I should get going. See you later. Alright. I guess you are technically next on left to right. Well, well, look who's still open. In the world of a dwindling light, you're a beacon in the night. Don't plan on closing anytime soon. Let's see. He likes cold winter. Peerlings low, and his chin rests on the bar, the light catching the long scar on his cheek. His eyes twinkle as he looks up at you. A drink? Maybe just one. You don't want my lips listening. Who knows what he'll say? Cold winter is what he likes. It's already 5%. Guess I could try the night count to go for more. but do we just go for 5, or do I take a shot? Take a chance and do night count. Let's take a chance and do night count. It's only +1 action, but it's 7%. All about taking chances. I'm usually not a fan of surprises in my drinks, but this is good. Let's catch up. All right. So he is more drunk. And we only have 2 options anyway. So between us, I assume you never went legit. Let's both assume I'm not in the mood for this conversation right now. Ask me again when your words are as sweet as the booze. So he needs to like me more. How's work these days? Good, although I'm being real careful who I talk to these days. Trust is hard earned. You feel the same? Sure. I'll be straight with you when the time is right, but we ain't as close as we used to be. Let's take things slow. I do. What sorts of drinks do you like? Like proper drinks, something pure like vodka. Anything else? Coffee helps, keeps me sharp in the wee hours. You work late. You know I do. Nothing good happens in the morning, so best sleep through it. Get a lot more done while everyone else is asleep and out of my way. Despite the name, a cold winter usually keeps me warm during those long nights. I remember. Victim. Shame about her accident. Her murder. Why odd. Victim type, really? He tilts his head for a moment and you see his eyebrows shift, giving you a knowing look. She was confrontational. Fearless. Most people are intimidated by me, but she brushed me off. She brushed off my employer a few times too. Usually, the ones that end up victims are the ones who don't fight back. Even a drunk, she'd probably put up a good fight. Really? I reckon so. Kill from behind, right? For a sucker probably thought they couldn't take her in a fight. Police or whoever's holding your leash should be looking at cowards. That's what you should be investigating. What is I'm investigating? You're asking a lot of questions. You're right. At some point, your chain, maybe. Way back, right. Clues. Still? Why is my... Can I not actually look at my clues? Like, it's just giving me the profiles option. Like, my clues button just isn't here. What is going on? Means I just have to exit the conversation. You get back to work. Bye. Oh, he's gonna still be here. Yeah, drink surprised me. Yeah, again, I'm supposed to present clues or something, but it's not letting me clues. Clue. Open the clue page in the notebook. The clue page in the notebook kind of has to be there, though. Right? What is he like again? Mint punch. We're just gonna spend, I guess, today trying to go for stronger things, because that's not strong. 4% or 5. 5 is intoxicated. Let's try evening prayer. Why not? I just don't get why my clue thing isn't here. It's kind of limiting what I can do right now. And now a stiff breeze would knock me over. I'm gonna try and get home while I still can. Be safe. Okay, too drunk. Too drunk. Quite a day for me. More negotiations, more drama, more rehearsals. Exhausting makes one crave a cold drink and a deeply comfortable chaise lounge. I can help with one of those. Press her long fingers together. Her mouth is slightly agape as she leans in close. Oh, the maid girl, the one that works at the Hotel Clara. Avoid her. She is what I would describe as trouble. Once I'm fighting with a known criminal, and not just any criminal either, one of those henchmen of a certain mob boss. Which mob boss? I shouldn't say, but it starts with a K, ends with an Arla, a dangerous woman, and a threat to everyone. Now, this establishment, I quite like Vincent when he's sober. I wouldn't want Clara attracting trouble. She leans back in her chair, the serious look on her face now replaced with a serene smile. That's all I need to say on the matter. I trust we understand each other. Right. This must have been dull without me. What, if anything, have I missed? What sort of drink do you like, Miss Carmine? Something refreshing, fruity, and adventurous. The Pirate's Joy is my usual go-to. Specific. I'm a specific sort of woman. I love a little story with my drink, and the pineapple undertones take away some of the bitter taste. What sort of story? Supposedly the original recipe was invented by none other than the pirate captain. Talk about a lucky crew. Interesting. Need a drink? Caring of you to ask it. Pour me something fabulous. Pirate's Joy. I can give her the 5. Maybe get something out of her. Try Eastern Ruby. Surely I won't regret this one, right? Surely. A very nice flavor, darling. Good work. This one's dull without me. I guess I have 4 things. I can't present clues because it's literally not an option in my book right now. Tell me about yourself. A bartender. I thought you'd never ask. I'm an actress, opera singer, budding radio host, etc., etc. How do you learn to sing? Learn? I was born with talent, but I spent most of my youth on stages honing and developing my voice. My mother was also an opera singer, so I suppose she was my teacher in many ways. Fascinating. Tell me about this radio show. Ah, my favorite subject. I'm so glad you asked. The radio is so new and exciting. Olivia leans in, perking up in her chair. She wants to make sure that you're soaking up every word. Precisely. I've already been on the air as a guest, but my show will be a bit of news, a bit of gossip, and most of all, an advice column all of my own. I think I can teach my listeners a great deal about poise, taste, tact, and how to live with just a bit more extravagance. I've noticed the younger generation, well, younger than me, have lost the gall that defined them. Why is that? That's a question for the scholars, with those with minds sharper than mine. So if I were to guess, I'd say it has something to do with how quickly Bukovi advanced in the last 30 years. Obviously, I was a child, an infant, when the boom happened. From what I understand, there was a sharp influx of money into Sara that we created an uneasy mix of industrial giants and lucky speculators flooding into the same social spaces that they established aristocracy. Killian's parents are one of that crowd, and they are as tasteless as they come. They have the money and power, but lack the graces, decorum, and the sense of permanence that we have. We? Well, figuratively speaking, Killian has the wealth of a sultan, but the demeanor of a grain store supervisor. Though that's just my opinion, you'll hear me expound on my views more eloquently on air next week. She winks, taking the last sip of her drink. There's something about the shrewd look she gives you that catches you off guard. You need to listen in to learn more. Maybe. If anything, tell me about yourself. How did you get into acting? I've always been an actress. My parents raised me in the theater, so acting came natural as breathing. Seems like quite the advantage. Theater is all nepotism. I've seen women almost as talented as me at mangling clothes at the laundrette. If you think you're the first to tell me I benefited from my upbringing, I can assure you I already know. But I once saw a roof tiler who needed no ladder. He was 7 foot tall. We all have our advantages. Just because the rails were in place did not mean the locomotive was guaranteed to run. Many have the same track ahead of them and never leave the station. Makes sense. I guess I have to go through this. Wanna know... Oh, radio's new and exciting. Nice that. I guess I just gotta click here. This is all that. Maybe. Alright. Oh, you're risking a lot by being here. Life's a risk, darling. Well, for some anyway. For me, not so much. Just for other people. That particular type of frown will give you some very deep-set wrinkles. If you must worry so, save your worry for your own problems, not other people's. Look, I doubt this place will be discovered, and if it is, well, imagine the press. Olivia Carmine thrown in the slammer, locked up, prison for life. Gosh, there would be riots for my release. You seem very confident. I'm kidding, obviously. No, I doubt I'll get more than a slap on the wrist if I'm caught. Makes sense. Did you ever meet Natalia Reed? Natalia? I met her a few times while I drank at the Hotel Jubilee before the Prohibition, obviously. Really? Oh, she's also frequented the theater. I don't blame her, but what I do blame her for is all the noise. She would drink a lot during the intermission and occasionally cause a bit of a scene. I see. Her name did pop up now and then in conversation with my fellow socialites. She was an accountant who dealt with a lot of creative types, including my director. She would have been fired if she wasn't so popular with the clients. She formed strong bonds with them over strong cocktails. Interesting. Nonetheless, her death is a great shame. You should talk to Killian about her. I imagine he'd be on the suspect list. Killian loves a blonde. I should know. He tried to hit on you. I'm blonde, wealthy, easy on the eye. I have a pulse. I'm more than qualified for his affections. Interesting. Now that I unlocked the clue, can I view them? No. Like, the clues just aren't there. You know Father Lacey by any chance? Yes, I know him well. He's a priest. Does it seem strange that two people so different share the same speakeasy? Not particularly. Well, it's not my place to say, but I don't think he's keeping his vows if he's coming here. And he's such a drag, sitting there clutching his little drink. It's like looking at a child crying at their own birthday party. He was so stoic a few months ago. He's thoroughly morose now. I've asked him what's wrong, but he doesn't like to answer. It's not like I can tell anyone either. Oh yes, I keep seeing Father Lacey at the secret speakeasy we share. Hope he cheers up soon and goes back to his old self. He's always been a big old sad sack, but his droopy face is making the floor tile sad. Let's hope. Heavens, with you look at the time, I should get going. You tap? Olivia winks at you and places the coins down on the table. The grin is coy. She enjoys being caught as much as she enjoys getting away with it. Good night. Alright, you. What am I supposed to something after a long day of reading? Evening. What do you like again? Eastern Ruby. A drink. Something timeless, please. Eastern Ruby is a 5%. Let's try. That's only 3% though. Let's just go for it. Night count. So I can hit that second stage. Delectable! Good job. Alright, tell me about yourself. Have I rambled on enough already? No. I'm 56 years old, so I was around when all the money started flowing to Sarah. I was born in a little town that was swallowed up by the expanding city borders last year. I feel like I'm babbling on now. What else do you want to know? Married? Once to Flora, but maybe we can talk about that when we know one another a little better. Sure. About yourself? No. Family. Me and Flora never managed children. Now it's too late. Perhaps we can talk on this more and we know each other a little better. Is there anything in these other ones? It's not that bad. Taps the bar in annoyance. Typical of a nouveau riche. They can buy everything but class. And this goes especially for Killian. Anything he can't understand through money, he will attempt to obtain using less savory means. But he doesn't understand the concept of the word no. Right. What do you know about Natalia? Apparently... when you open the bookshop... I think I chose the wrong one. Makes sense. Return. When do you open? What was it? Kind of literature. Yeah, I am. Okay. That makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. I don't want to say anything else on those. Oh, yeah, I can't think of anything else here because my clue menu is just gone. I'm gonna hope it's got some work to do. Do you have anything I can say? Evening. I guess I could, like, make him a drink. At least. Wake up call. I do wish the escape key would, you know, exit the menu. And also, like, I could present clues, which just seem to be gone. What's that? I go... Copper bullet. Let's try it. See how this goes. Not bad, not bad at all. Very pleasant, actually. Alright, doing detective job. You know, Peter. Got that lighter. Turn. I think I already went through, like, all of these, right? Stop him. About you. Right. Yeah. Go bar to run. Yeah. There's still people to be spoken to, but I can't present any clues because the menu is just gone. That's because I, like, had tried connecting them all. Libby mentioned that Killian hits on a lot of women, especially blondes. Not that. Blonde victims? Yeah, broken heart killer. Found clue. Killian is not have preferred. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. Found that clue at least. Is it? Oh, Clara sit. Oh no, in a bad mood. Clara sits at the bar but can't look you in the eye. She's quiet. You can tell that something's off about her. You alright, Clara? I don't want to sound paranoid, but someone is out there. Someone dangerous? What? When I left on Thursday, I think I was chased. Footsteps were coming towards me fast, so I ran. We were chased. Maybe. I'll talk about it more later, but if you're interested, but for now... Oh. I guess I don't get to finish the investigation? That's strange. They're like, here's someone in a bad mood, and it just, like, boots me out of the demo. Well, I guess that's demo for, best served cold. Yeah. My thoughts are that was a really awkward end for the demo. Obviously the fact I couldn't present any clues on the previous day was a little like, help? I'm supposed to take extra actions, but I can't. A proper full window with full screen mode so that if, you know, I click out of the window, it doesn't minimize would be great. There was that audio distortion that I was hearing when I, like, made a drink. The whole, like, thing chasing you doesn't fully make sense, like, why it's a thing. It's just make sure you go fast, but it's, like, it's just kind of easy to outpace. And I guess, like, an easier way to, like, skip forward through, like, dialogue if you've already done it, if you're trying to discover other options. And maybe being able to bring up, like, the menu while you're looking through your drinks thing. Those are just some of my thoughts. Enjoyed it so far. Would love to play the full thing. But, yeah. Thank you, Plan of Attack, for the code. If you enjoyed the video and the demo, you can go check it out now. It's live now on Steam. The demo is. I believe this is coming out later in 2025. And thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider tossing a like, comment, subscribe. Maybe click the bell for notifications. Also be sure to check out the description below. Various links, social media, Discord, come hang out, get notifications there as well. And until next time, this is rinimt signing out. Bye!